Yes, it's been another weekend, and as usual, Mercy B is back on your set with Girl Vibes. And today it's going to be very interesting because still we are in the month of September, my birth month. Just next week Thursday, I'll be celebrating my birthday, of course, with you. So today I have three beautiful ladies on set instead of the true guests that we usually host. Yes, I have creative minds today on set, and we're streaming live on Facebook at ETV Ghana. So make sure you go there, you like, and then you share as usual. A Comfy Princess, my Jamaica is in actually wearing him the vibe no, Nimu Be Dankasa. Yenda don't next level premium energy drink for us. A honey and there, yeah, sense the beauty tips to know. Yes, bro. Let's go for a breather. When we come back, we get to vibe, and I'll introduce my guest to you. We'll be right back. Today I have girls in animation here with us on Girl Vibe. So we have three beautiful creative ladies, and watching that animation video by Nana B, I mean it's a great video. Nana, you did great. It was so beautiful.
Thank you very
No
much.
wonder you have this creative idea. I don't know what inspired this video, but we'll get there so you explain to us. But first of all, since you have your co-founder here, who happens to be Ajo, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Where are the other founders? Because we need to see them here as well.
Don't worry, at the right time
You
they'll be
bring them,
here.
eh?
Yes.
Okay, so you are repping today.
Yes,
And we
yes.
also have Karin.
Yes, please.
Wow, I love your smile.
Thank
It's so
you.
beautiful. So, three beautiful, intelligent, and creative ladies. And we are going to be talking about bridging the gender gap in the animation industry as we are celebrating Ghana right here on ETV Ghana. It is very necessary to equally talk about the ladies who are doing great when it comes to the animation industry. Now, first of all, tell us more about you, Ajo. We want to know more. We know you're the co-founder of Ladies in Animation or Girls in Animation. So tell us more about you.
Well, my name is Ajo, and I am an animator. I am a product of NAFTI,
Oh, wow.
2012, and I did animation in school. And after school, I kind of veered off animation a bit. I enjoy, gosh, sorry.
It
So yeah,
happened.
I enjoy being creative. I have a creative bone, and so that's why I
You
decided to.
decided
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Wow.
So
How many years now?
um, I think 10 years. Yeah,
You don't mean it.
yeah,
10 good years.
yes. In the
Wow.
creative field, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Karin, for how long have you been an animator?
6 years.
6 years.
Yes, please.
No, but it looks like you ladies are not that young. Wow.
Yeah.
For 6 years.
Yeah.
And what's the inspiration of you becoming an animator in Ghana?
Actually, I've had a lot of discouragement, but I feel like this is something I fell in love with right from
Okay.
when I was young. Because as a little girl, I always used to watch animations,
Wow.
and I fell in love with them. So I literally think I learned how to paint and draw from those animations.
Okay.
So I just knew from a very young age that this is what I
This
want
is
to
your
do,
talent.
and nothing could stop me.
Wow. Wow. A beautiful lady, at that side of the industry. Has it been difficult for you?
Yes,
Has it been?
honestly, because even at NAFTI, I'm a product of NAFTI
Okay, you're
as
also
well.
from NAFTI?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was the only girl in my class studying animation.
Wow.
The first studio I worked with, I was the only girl. So it's like you always have to do extra to fit in, because for a lady, I think the first impression is you are not that good. So just to
To
prove that you are good, I have to do extra than what all the boys were doing, and it's been inspiring. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're doing great.
Yes.
I'd love to watch your videos as well because I've watched that on Nana B, who happens to be my colleague back in GHS. I didn't know from her pictures. I was like, and then seeing her right here, I was like, okay, Edna. No, this face I know you from SABS, and then it happened. So I'm proud of you being the product of SABS and doing animation, something that we don't really see a lot of girls doing, and it's difficult to even get in Ghana. The very person that comes in mind when we talk about animation is Tales of Nazar, and most of the guys, and then you ladies doing this, I'm so proud of you. Meeting you today and knowing you're a product of SAPS. I mean, let me just, I'm blushing. Now tell us more about you as well. I know you're now with the University of Education, Winneba. Okay, and so what's your inspiration? How did you also start being an animator?
Okay, first of all, 3D animation is part of the course I'm offering.
Okay.
But with the 2D animation that we just watched, that was self-taught.
Okay.
And it started in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm still learning though.
Wow. You're doing great too.
Thank you.
I'm proud. Let me just put it there. Now let me come more to you, Ajo. Ajo, for 10 years you've been in this industry. Now to get into the foundation or the association, which is Girls in Animation, how long has that been?
Girls Animation is barely a year old.
Okay.
We registered last year as an NGO, and it's a movement, it's an NGO, and it's a community. So we are trying to get more people, more girls involved. We've created a community of animators, female animators, I should say. So it's been just a year. It's just been a year.
So why that decision to bring girls together?
So as Karen said, with women, we have to put in the extra effort. And I started this movement based on my experience in the industry. As women, sometimes we need more motivation, especially from our fellow women. That actually drives us to be better. So in my 10 years, barely will you find a woman, you know, doing exactly what you do to look up to go like, oh, I want to be like her. In our, you know, Ghanaian setting especially. So I figured, you know what, let me just put this together. I know there are women doing stuff, hiding, you know, in schools, in studios, who don't know what to do or how to get the right exposure they need. So putting this community together, I decided to do that to get help them get the exposure they need, to get them the training they need to, you know, better the skill. Exactly. So that's
what's the number of members now?
At the moment, we have about 30
Wow.
people. Yeah,
Wow.
30 girls.
That are animators in Ghana?
Yeah.
They are all Ghanaians?
Yes, they are all Ghanaian.
Wow.
We have, actually, this week we just got our first Nigerian who joined the community.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes. So
Wow.
we will be opening up to, you know, it's actually, we are trying to be more African than just Ghanaian. So we open up, we put our arts out there, and then
to spread out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. And you're doing this. I mean, you're doing great. Karen, you spoke about the challenges that women face just to prove that we can equally work as the men in this industry. Tell us more of the challenges that you feel the ladies do face before I even come to your co-founder, because I know she has a lot to tell us.
Yeah. First of all, for example, there was this particular time one of my friends read out to me that there is this guy who wanted an explainer video for an app he was building.
Okay.
And so I think the guy told me that he told him that, oh, I know this friend of mine who is like the person is good, and he didn't know I was a female. So when he contacted me, it's like, please, can I speak with the person who does this animation? Are you the person's PA or something? I was like, no, I do this work myself. And he was shocked.
Because you're a lady?
Yeah. I think when he saw my works, he wasn't thinking that a girl could do
that.
And funny enough, just about 2 weeks ago, right, we were at University of Education, Winneba. We went to like talk to some of the students there, and it was amazing because we realized that even the guys think that no, women are not creatively inclined. There was actually a student who said that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it looks like this thing goes deeper than we think. There is this perception, I don't know where it came from, but there is this ideology that when it comes to creativity, especially in the field of arts, women are not really that good. And I don't know where it started, but we are here to change that narrative.
Of course. Edna, now coming to you. You were trying to give us some of the types of animation. You mentioned the 3D and the 2D. Can you tell us, is there more types when it comes to the animation?
Yeah, there are more types of animation, but I'm stuck to 2D and
2D and 3D. Okay. So somebody who is new to animation and is watching us today, can you, in just few words, describe to us what animation is?
Okay.
They be I show with TV. They'll be back at or toys, or be back at cartoons. But if we say animation.
Okay, in simple words, animation is making illustrated images or 3D models move. You introduce movement to them.
Okay, so just simple way
Yes,
like
please.
that. Is there any more you want to add about you?
I think she's basically Yeah, it's just making still objects move.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
in any way, if the stop motion, so I could make these bottles move through stop motion, or do everything graphically on the computer.
okay.
That's
So
exactly.
Karen, any more?
I feel like they literally just drop everything. Yeah, just giving inanimate things life.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a 9 in here. You won't come on ye, Sissy has a common young con on a 5 note. Actually, and then I go from Barbie. I imagine there. And when is it? You want to challenge the men or the guys in this industry. Aside facing those challenges as ladies, is there any way that the government is supporting? Because we know if it comes to animation, it would definitely be part of the creative arts sector.
Yeah.
Do you have, are you even counted among the industry there, the creative art industry when it comes to the government side?
The first question most people ask is there even an animation industry in Ghana? I would say no, there isn't. We are trying. There are lots of creatives coming up. In the last 5 years,
Okay.
it's been amazing. There are
Okay.
lots of creatives coming up, mostly men, but yes, coming up with their own studios, putting works out there. The industry is still very young.
Okay.
I will call it an industry because that's what I want it to be. It's still very young. We are growing. The guys are trying, their best. We are also trying to put in our best to help them. And with time, we will grow. Some, institutions are also helping by funding some short animations, short projects, funding people to go abroad, to go for film festivals, So the industry is growing. It will take some time for us to get there, but little by little, we are getting there. We're getting there. But I wouldn't say we have some special funding for somewhere. Yeah, you have to fight for your own funding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That even brings me to Edna's Nana B, your animation video right now. Watching the concept from my personal, eye thought, I could see you trying to bridge in people who do not even pay for your creatives. Tell us more about the video before I even, tell you more of what I think of.
Okay, first of all, the video was inspired by a real life story about how non-designers devalue the profession of, devalue graphic designers. It's either they want free projects or they want the payment to be their preferred amount. So this video is
They come with their prices, eh?
Yes, please.
Wow.
Yeah, when you mention the price, they would like to bargain to the lowest amount. It's not fair. So this video is to tell them how stressful our job is and also what we go through to get their project done.
Has it ever happened to you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let's watch another animation by this beautiful ladies. Stay and watch.
The Jameson family lived in a nice house at the end of Crescent Lane. Mina is the only child of her parents. She likes to skate in the neighborhood, especially during the weekends. She often forgets to wear her knee pads when skating. One Saturday, in her excitement to go skating, she forgot to wear her knee pads again. While skating, she ran over a banana peel that sent her flying and bumping into Mama Jameson, who had just returned from the supermarket with a crate of eggs. That evening, Mama Jameson sent Mina to sit in the corner and added no skating for a week to discipline her. A crying Mina went to bed that night, feeling very sorry for herself. She felt her mother did not love her. Mama Jameson explained to Mina why she was disciplining her as she tugged her in. She reminded Mina that her love for her was stronger when she corrected her. She said, "I love you too much to watch you get hurt. I discipline you for good and not for bad." She kissed her as she said her prayers and closed her eyes to sleep.
do takes you into the home of a low-class Ghanaian family of 6 and exposes how women and the girl child still face discrimination even in a period where everyone is trying hard to stay safe and alive.
Yao, remember to split the logs into smaller chunks for me.
Yes, mother.
And you, Afrakoma, wash the dishes quickly so that you can listen to the radio teacher's lesson together with your brothers.
Yes, mother.
Kwesi, Papa, today I will have to leave Esa with you since you are not going to work. Kindly help me by taking care of her while I go to the market.
Oh, so now that you have me at home, you want to turn me into a babysitter, eh? Women. It's not you, thanks to COVID.
Kwesi, Papa, why can't you be a little considerate? The child has become a little difficult to control, and this terrible disease and the crowd in the market, I'm afraid she could easily catch.
Strap her to your back.
Kwesi, Papa, where is your nose mask?
You want me to give you the only face mask in the house?
But do you have to go out, Kwesi, Papa? We are under lockdown. You know that without the nose mask, I can't sell. And if I don't, your next meal will not be guaranteed.
Use your handkerchief.
You are impossible.
Kwesi, Yao, the radio math teacher is on. Come on, hurry up. You don't have to miss this lesson. Afrakuma, have you finished washing the dishes?
Father, I would like to listen to the math lesson. Today's topic is my favorite. Our teacher didn't finish teaching it before the lockdown.
You, math. You like mathematics. you. Is that a woman's subject? Get back and finish washing the dishes. That is home science, and you can only learn by doing. Get back.
Okay, Yakwaba. And you know, I actually two animations, one by Karen, who is in the studio with us, and the second one, which I was talking about COVID, no, on no, yeah, for you are, na, oh yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna back us our phone, say, in Burma, since Karen Wahano, you understand about the inspiration of the video. Of this beautiful young lady, it's who then as was a kakra more pescating pa. Yeah, are you that beautiful young girl?
Oh, actually, though, this particular animation is
Okay.
just I actually have an animated series,
Oh, okay.
and I did it for a kids club. Yeah, and about 20 episodes. This is just one of the episodes. So it's
okay.
a series of animation that teaches young children discipline, why their parents discipline them, making them understand that it's out of love.
Of course.
Teaches them how to the importance of teamwork, how to be sharing, how to respect, just the basic values of morality. Yeah.
And did they pay you well?
Actually, this
Tell me
particular
the truth.
animation, I did it for free.
Was for free?
Yeah,
Wow.
an entire animation series for free. Around that time, I was eager to build a portfolio for
Okay.
myself, and there was, like she said,
They will
when
come
they
with their
come,
own cost.
they are not ready to pay. Sometimes when I think about the effort I'm putting in and the kind of money you want to give me, I'd rather do it for free and just
Okay.
receive thank you, because I feel like that money is just insulting. So, but this particular one, because it's a
The
topic,
kids
I'm
thing.
excited about it, and I'm also really, since I fell in love with animation as a little girl, I love doing kids animation. So
Okay.
this one I was excited.
So you
actually
wanted to
do
take
it.
advantage to sell yourself to
Yes,
do what
please.
you love.
Yes.
It's equally not bad, but won't you? So can also hear power, won't you? Computer and what's nature. Or you see ECG for light. In fact, time, energy, and all that, please. And I'm you ready. I'm worried about Munchia ye na ye so from more because these are beautiful animations that you watch. Them are Edna. Onya the jets na hodging house. Munchia ye. It's your double kutia. It's a kutia videos, no. I believe Edna, is it on YouTube?
No, Instagram.
It's on Instagram. Okay. Why are you not making money on YouTube with your animations?
I'm making plans of
You
creating a
have to.
YouTube channel.
You have to. Because you've been doing this for how many years now?
Okay, the 2D animation for 2 years and
For
the
2
3D
years.
animation
2 years,
for
you
3
should be
years.
making a lot of money by now. because these TikTokers are making money. People are taking advantage of YouTube. Please, Mepacho, if you have go create a YouTube account and make sure you make money with them. Because Karin, are you on YouTube as well? Good.
The entire series is actually
on YouTube,
KHPS Studios
and you're
on
making
YouTube.
something out of it. At least I'm jealous, and I that know. But co-founder, if you hear such things, how ready are you to fight? You know, to teach people or fight them back to understand that this job, look, is tedious, so you need to pay for our job.
So it will come by teaching the creatives, not the clients, because the clients, you can't control them. But teaching the creatives to value themselves, value their time, and value their craft. That's the most important thing. And the problem here is creatives, as much as they aren't valued, don't also value themselves. That's the problem. That's why people take advantage of us. Someone wants a logo. I charge you 500 CDs for creating a logo from scratch. You tell me it's too much. He will get somebody who design a logo for him for 100 CDs.
Who is also
who is
your
also
industry.
in the who's also crying that people are, you know, taking advantage of us because of some small money. You understand? Meanwhile, you also sat down and spent a lot of time. So sometimes the 100 CDs one pool, it's an old logo somewhere. They're just going to, you know, edit and then give it to you. Exactly. So it's up to the industry players to train the people, the creatives, to value themselves, and it has to even start from school. You know, from the grassroots, we need to understand that you are of value. Your time is of value. People should pay for your time. You understand? For your craft. You spent how many years doing the course, and then you can do something in 30 minutes, and someone thinks, oh, easy, we are in 30 minutes. So I mean, it's nothing difficult. But I spent so many years doing this, so I'll be able to do it in just 30 minutes. So it comes from training the creatives rather than the, you know, the non-creators.
So have you started talking to your ladies?
Yes. So we have training programs. We've organized one training program where we speak to the ladies on, you know, valuing yourself, you know, valuing your craft. And we also we go out to speak to students. Recently, as she mentioned, we went to University of Education to speak to the students there. There they had a very, very, very little population of the, you know, women to the men in the school, in the graphic design department. They do multimedia, animation, and what else?
Advertising
and graphic designing. And we spoke to the level 200. I think there were about 110, over 100 students, and there were about just 15 women in the class.
But why do you think we only have few ladies or few women in this industry?
I think it's from the basic level, that is from JSS. So someone says, you know, I want to do visual arts. Their parents discourage them. Oh, so about their reading, because it's just recently that even the sciences,
just like Ya's animation video that we watched.
It's just recently that the applied sciences actually have more, you know, girls, like the Regina, also the National Science and Maths quiz. A few years ago, it was just boys who were making it, you know. So it comes from the grassroots level. Women, their reading course, general arts, CRS, journalism, you know, all that. It is now that, you know, we are, you know, encouraging our women to get technical, even in school, technical skills, or the tech class. It was all, you understand. Meanwhile, we have women architects worldwide. So at this, you know, it's from the grassroots level. We need to make parents understand that visual arts is not condemnation. You understand? Everyone, you can do visual arts in school and excel after school in the university. There are artists making huge sums of money by just putting one dot on a canvas and selling it for millions of dollars. Why can't we do so? Why do we, you know, degrade that? And then the notion that visual arts, they are notorious. They don't know anything. So those who don't pass most of the courses
and the people do. Oh my God!
So it affects their self-esteem after school. They don't want to do anything better with themselves. So we are targeting the grassroots too. We are going to speak to GSS students to encourage them that, you know what, you can follow your arts, you can follow your crafts, basically.
No, but I feel this animation thing is a whole lot of job. Because it needs your brains. If you're not talented, if you're not creative, if you're not intelligent, you can't do this.
You can't.
Putting this together on a computer, trust me, forget about them, okay? And just motivate the ladies more. But Karin, why did you decide to join the Girls in Animation community?
Actually, my former boss introduced me to Ajo.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he knew what I went through in his studio because I worked in his studio, and there were times animation. This is something we love to do. It's something you are doing. You even forget that you've not eaten. There are times I stayed in the studio till about 12 a.m. I'm still working on something. I just lose track of time. But then it's so late as a young girl. I'm the only person coming home and everything. It wasn't. He saw how difficult it was for me to the point I had to stop working with him because my brothers were not happy about the time I was coming home. My parents were not happy, and they even found out I was the only girl in the studio with about close to 10 boys. So I had to stop. So when he found out that someone is starting girls in animation, he just knew that I would have a community somewhere I could belong.
Yeah.
And I was super excited to join because I didn't even know there are other female animators around.
Oh, interesting. So. Okay, so we have Ya online with us. So quickly, Ya, how are you doing? Hello, Ya.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you now. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm good.
Okay, so you're live on Girl Vibes on ETV Ghana now, and we know you're a member of Girls in Animation, correct?
Yes, please.
Good.
Yes, please.
Why that decision, first of all, for you to be an animator in Ghana? Why did you decide to do such as a job?
I love animation. Growing up, I watched a lot of cartoons, and my dad always told me I could study animation and create my own cartoons. So I kept it in my heart.
Okay, so that's it. And how many years have you been doing this?
Okay, I did my first project in 2020, but I did a project in university with a friend.
Okay, okay. And the decision to join Girls in Animation, how did it start?
A friend shared a flyer with me.
Okay.
I was very excited when I saw it because it sounded fun. So I decided to join. It's not easy working alone. The community helps, it support, motivation, and I wanted to be an example for someone else to join.
That's great. That's great. Your colleagues here just spoke about some challenges that they face in the animation industry. Can you share with us a bit of yours? Because we just watched your video, and a video of you talking about the female and the papaya forcing that change I don't know what inspired that animation, but it's so beautiful. First of all, tell us your challenges, and then we come to the inspiration of that animation.
Okay, so it wasn't easy for me to start because I tried getting the software from a few animators I knew, but no one was willing to share the software or their knowledge about animation with me. Until I met my schoolmate, Jesse Mills, who shared the software and everything he knew about animation with me. So Jesse really helped me and exposed me to the opportunities in animation.
Wow. That's great. Now tell us more. We are still watching your animation video, and it's so beautiful. What inspired that one? The lady that wanted to learn the mathematics.
Okay, so I was motivated to be part of a competition, and I was inspired by what was happening at the time. That's during COVID era, and also women and children suffer a lot more during disaster. So I picked the concept and I worked together with my father to come up with the story you're watching.
Wow. Okay, so it was you and your dad who created this?
Yes, my father writes.
Oh, okay. So is he also into animation or something like that? He brought the idea, or how was it? How did he help?
Okay, so I spoke to him about how I want to create a story around women and children suffering from disasters.
Okay.
And then he decided to put something together. We discussed. He did a few stories, and eventually we picked one, and I did the animation out of it.
Have you been a victim of such a situation? Maybe your animation talent or something, and then you were prevented from, or?
No.
Okay, so but just from the streets, and then you decided to make story out of it.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay,
yes,
that's great. That's great. Now, talking about ladies in animation, it looks like now we have a few ladies in Ghana here. What are you doing, since you love it? What are you doing to encourage or support other ladies who love to join this animation industry?
Okay, so I have decided to make series of animation.
Okay.
Hopefully, I get recognition that will inspire other other females to join the animation industry. And then being part of girls in animation is just the beginning of what we want to do to influence a lot of females.
Okay, so yeah, today we have your co-founder Ajo here and some of your colleagues. Is there anything you want to tell them?
Oh, I'm really happy to be part of the community. When
That's
I
great.
joined, I was excited, and I'm so excited because I've seen how our founder, Ajo, she has been really working hard to help us be part of such programs like this program, like the Girls Vibe, so that we can inspire other females to join. So I'm very positive that we'll have a number of females joining us.
All right. Yeah, I wish we could talk more and more. But thank you for joining us on phone, okay? And Girl Vibes, we are always going to be here for the girls. So anything good to support with the girls, we are going to be here. Thank you for joining us. On that note,
Thank you for having me.
All right, yeah. On that note, we take a break. We'll be back. So thanks to Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. He wanna debut also here na say ma yes the beauty tips no. Yes the brown me patro sister juma na abre na epe energy epe vitality a mesero na to Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. Bo no wo kan tuntum kama a was the gold label no. Watch your next level no. Woho. Epe dodo na etu na atonen so afro hon was 020-489-8698 or 059-2610-998. Efro ho na academic ekumfi princess Mercy B so mo wejuma na your sister men na fie keke na nka de komezo and they ezusu children and am traffic ma benya home faso medasi bebre na yenko enko chesho ne do ajo ha and I know they have a lot of projects that as a co-founder or to akwemuma mbesiafo ana ajo. So what is the current one?
We are first off we are working on an animation together, actually two animations together as a
group.
team. Yes, as a group. What we want to do is to be able to post, publish these animations or put them out there for film festivals. Then those who worked on these animations get credit for the work. Some have done stuff but haven't been able to work as a team, and that's the problem we have with the animation industry in Ghana. Teamwork, that's the biggest problem we have here. People are just sitting in their own corners doing stuff, and so we are not getting there. But if we are able to come together, collaborate and work as a team, work on the business aspects of animation and the creative aspects of animation, we'll push forward. So we are putting together two projects, two animations. Having times for meetings is a bit difficult, but we are working on them. We have every other week we talk, we discuss progress reports on the project we are working on. We are going to split into groups eventually. Each group works on each project. And also another project is the mentorship, girls in animation mentorship project. We want to, grab the young ones by the hand and lead them. We put them under various animators. Those who want to do animation, vacation, they can come around. Some of the girls a few of them have studios they work with. If they want, they can have the girls come, help them in their studios, intern in their studios, work with them, and it will give them the right exposure they need. We also have the students placements program. So for women in animation, if you're in school, colleges, universities, doing creative stuff, animation, or even anything related to animation, during vacation, you can apply for an internship from us. We'll place you in animation studios in the country, or national service. We'll place you in animation studios across the country so that you get the needed exposure. Because sometimes after school, you go teach somewhere, you go work in some company, and then if you're not careful, you lose the craft. But if they are held, in hand by hand, if they are held by the hand, and made to work in studios, the craft stays on their fingertips, and then they don't leave the industry. So those are free. It's free to join.
Wow.
Yes,
please
free
join
to
this if you have this talent, if you really want to learn this, I just you're in the free if you have a child, even if you're watching us now, and you have a child at home
we are going
that
to
you want the person to be an animator, many also pencil more is intimidating.
We'll help her. We'll help her build the craft.
That's nice. Karen, how far do you want to take this?
For now, I have already registered an animation studio. I have a few works out there. July this year, I was privileged to be one of the animators to represent Ghana at the ANSI Animation Film Festival.
That's great.
And I look forward to, as we are bringing more ladies on board, collaborating with them. I know even males, because the industry in Ghana is like now budding. There are males who have the craft but don't have any employment. So moving forward, coming together, collaborating with these people, working together, going for festivals like she said, and together building a strong animation industry in Ghana. I think that's my vision now.
Eddie, are you in forever? Are you going to do this as your job to retire with forever?
Yes.
And do you think it's going to be worth it, since people are not willing to pay?
It's going to be worth it.
It's going to. What inspires you? What makes you feel that it's going to be worth it? And for how long do you think you're going to make money out of it?
Okay. Animation has no end. So, and I love telling stories as well. Sorry.
Okay.
I love telling stories. So I want to keep inspiring people with my animated films. Yeah.
Okay. So you love to do it even at your old age.
Yes.
So you will retire,
No.
and you're 60 and above, you'll still be. Will you love your kids to take over from you? Will you
Yes.
love to see your kids being in the same industry?
Yes.
Because we back at the industry, we hear from some of these musicians who are equally in this creative, and we know being a creative person in Ghana, especially in Africa, let me not just base in Ghana. It's a struggle from the beginning. But let me give you this hope that in Kakra, we've learned from people like Sarkodie. Now to the animation industry, Nasser, he started and no one was watching, but now he's making money from YouTube and making money from social media. How well are you? This question is to the three of you. Any of you can start up with it. How well are you using social media now? Because Edna, let me put you aside, because you mentioned you're not making use of the YouTube, but Instagram. Okay, so let me ask you about the Instagram. Are you making money from Instagram? Not yet.
No.
Not now. Yeah. Okay. So how well are you utilizing the social media?
Personally, I wasn't utilizing social media at all. I think that's one thing I have noticed with creatives, and any school I've been to, anytime I get a chance to speak to young and upcoming animators, I tell them, don't be like me. Right from, if you do any project, post it. Because I had so many projects. Actually, I loaded all this animated series that you just saw. The entire series, I uploaded it about 2 months ago on YouTube. I feel like in the beginning, there is this feeling that, okay, I need to learn more. No, maybe I'm not good enough. I have to get to this level before I can post. But there are people outside the country who are not even doing a quarter of what you are doing, but are making money out of it. And for me, I think there was always this fear, maybe I'm not good enough. I should get better before I start putting myself out there.
No.
But when I had the opportunity to travel and now see what others are doing, I was like,
you're way better than them, and they are posted on social media.
Yeah, so I feel like I have not been doing that, and that was an error, and I'm correcting it. Everyone, as a creative, what you are doing, put it out there.
Of course.
Because until you put yourself out there, nobody will see you.
Nobody will
I
recognize
started
you.
animating from 2016. Nobody knew me up until just this year. So if you don't
Due
put
to
yourself,
social media, you see, it's really helping, Madam.
Yeah, so well, I also strive to tell people, post your stuff. I just have stuff on YouTube. Mostly because when someone says, I want to give you a job, okay, let me see what you've done.
Of
Go
course.
to my YouTube channel. But not to make money. It's now that, I'm trying, especially TikTok. The TikTok is, making, everybody needs to take advantage of that.
TikTok,
So basically, social media, we're going to help, as you have mentioned, I'm going to also help the girls, you know,
to take advantage
their
of
stuff
social media
on social media, put their stuff on, and
Mm.
make money from it.
Of course.
And make money from it. Because
They
mostly
should
we are
monetize
taught-
their social media pages.
Exactly,
They shouldn't make you free. And now,
Exactly.
don't make your Instagram free because you have this huge talent of which is money. Being creative, you have this talent and you are giving it out free. Please don't do that again. Make sure you monetize. You can make money out of Instagram. You monetize your page, and then make sure you have you get to be interactive and post frequently so you can get some money on Instagram. So if you're watching us today and you're also an animator or whatever creative that you have, please make sure you take advantage of social media because now money, all the money is on social media. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. It's been an interesting conversation and very educative one today with my girls in the animation industry. Yes, and they have a beautiful community together, trying to put girls together to motivate them when it comes to the animation industry in Ghana. Watch out, government. Mama who na industry so way to my I know Honorable Marco Krekumante is the deputy when it comes to the creative arts and tourism sector. Ain't he honorable? Obey I had animators no so what come no hoza and the mumbo one my head. I know where she but and the area is banu of ye na a pedenu you home no that making sure they're able to leave tomato mix. Yes, ekogoma nepa tomato mixer. Make sure it's leave tomato mix. Epe tomato mix be resonate to atana from on 050 140 1085 or 033 20 95314. Area light soup of ye, area and cotton can offer it, dokodokono no bear don't know why for. Make sure the bottle leave tomato mix with us say. Ajo before I remember mark on a yamber nor why I am bringing it. I could taste your beer show. I prefer beer show. And they Miss Masha or girls in animation come ya. Odo, then it's so bit my in your such talent. Or bit them no up advice never to somewhere.
I feel that if you want to do animation, follow your craft, follow your heart. Sometimes some parents don't, you know, want you to do it. I was privileged to have a father who actually puts me into animation. That is what has gotten me where I am. So I have not really had a problem with someone not wanting you to do it. But anyone who wants to do it, if someone is stopping you, please try and get yourself out there. Speak to us. You can subscribe. You can send us an email. We'll post our email and our website up. The website is www.girlsinanimation.org. The email is team@girlsinanimation.org. If you're a parent and you want to, you know, put your word up for this, just reach out, send us an email. We are always available. But girls, please push yourself. You can make it. You can always make. The industry needs us to change the perspective of storytelling in Africa. All the time, it is told from the man's perspective. It is time we hear the woman's voice. So.
Thank you for saying that. Is there any contact aside the emails and then that?
Not at the moment. We don't have contacts. I could give you my corporate line, but it's 054 638 4279. So anyone who wants to talk about girls in animation, you know, inquiries about girls in animation, they can always call. But we always encourage the emailing system because then everything is on record. We're able to reply you with all details.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Could motivate ladies? I mean, gone are the days that people used to look down on us because ladies were known for the kitchen. And I loved that video by was it talking about a lady who wanted to learn mathematics. The question of vocational skills, question kitchen, she is banner and then pacho mama. If it's animation she wants to. I mean, to have such talent, echo outsider, people are making a lot of money. I mean, Michael Jackson being a creative person is dead now. But with his money that he's making even after his death. So if your child is to be an animator, cry. If you have a child with such talent, please be proud of it and motivate them more to do it. Man can do your toys and put on your toys. No son of talent, I am man, and not carrying young brasso. Body to being an animator, any advice that you also have for the young girls watching you today?
For a very long time, I felt I was disadvantaged because I was in the minority. Even when I was at ANSI, there is a outside the country, there is women in animation. And when I went for the Women in Animation Summit, actually when I entered first, I looked around, I was the only black girl in the room. For I think getting to the middle of the event, I saw a few South Africans coming there, and I was like, okay, but still we were in the minority. And for a long time, I felt like, okay, because we are in the minority, maybe I was disadvantaged. But no, that is actually our power. Because we are the minority, we are scarce. It means we are more expensive.
Yeah.
So instead of looking, thinking that that's a disadvantage, know that is an advantage. So if you are there, you want to do animation, maybe you are looking around, you think you don't have anyone to look up to, know that you are the one who's supposed to make that difference. You are the one someone will rise up to look up to. So don't give up.
Motivational speaking. And you know what? I want you to do one thing for me. I need an animation story from you talking about teenage pregnancy. Do you know why? You should know. Somebody from Central Region. Urban teenage pregnancy. They be easy first. Take it upon yourself. Do this for me. And I promise you, I'll personally help you to promote that week. And if possible, we'll take it to the ministry, and then it will help a lot. We'll get to talk more about that, but please do that for me, okay? So quickly, let me take your advice and then your last words, and then we wrap it up today.
Okay, what I would say is most ladies think they have the notion that animation is complex. Yeah, animation can be complex from the very onset, especially when you're a novice. So when you keep practicing and take courses on animation, you get to know how interesting animation is. So they should take courses and make animation their profession.
Okay, thank you, ladies, for gracing my beautiful sets today and taking it upon yourself, especially Ajo, to lead such community to motivate girls. Charlie, I'm excited meeting you ladies. Okay, so let me also say a big thank you to Paris House of Fashion for my beautiful clothes today. As usual, I want to debut our mom. Kama. Not me who you're and if I don't also who you're for that beautiful occasion, make sure you call them on 054-309-1892. Paria. Last week she was on the show and she was modeling and all that, you know. It's been great watching and talking to you, and I know that God will bless you and bless your talent for thinking and watching Girl Vibes today, and also thinking about animation. If you haven't thought of it, if you have that talent and you want to give up, please watch this video. It's live on Facebook at ETV Ghana. Thanks to my producer Rashida and my director Kwame, Director One, Cheesy Pigs and Ewa, Mama Tazimesho, Baba, and to my cameraman Peter, and to you for watching as well. Have a good night. Thank you for watching Girl Vibes. My name is Mercy B.